our constituency received a devastating blow from Hurricane Maria. We lost we had 2 people who died as a result of this storm, and we have about 14 people still missing in Point Michel. In Scott said we had 1 person who died, and fortunately we had no loss of life in Soufriere and Galio as a result of the hurricane. So far it has been challenging because I was really worried. I remember right after the storm I left my home about 4 a.m. to go to see what had happened on the roads. I had a group of people with me, and the destruction was so much to take in.
All right, and so ends our beginning of our adventure in Dominica. As you can see, I just got the mooring ball loose, and we're casting off from South Dominica, from Rizzo. And we are turning our bow north and heading up to Portsmouth, which is the northern city establishment in Dominica. So we're gonna see what things look like along the way, and hopefully run into my good buddy Alexis, who I've been dealing with up there for almost 10 years. I'm hoping he's still there. There's no way to reach him, so I have no idea what we're gonna find when we get there. But hopefully he answers on the radio and we can hook up with Faust and Alexis. He's been a good friend, has always taken me and my guests and friends around and showed us the island, and this time I'm hoping to do northern Dominica with him. So, hope to see you soon, Boston. On our way. Okay, so we are now sailing down the west coast of Dominica. And this is a tricky coast to sail. It's not always you can just keep sailing. It's about a 3 to 4 hour cruise on the way up to Portsmouth. And we go behind several large mountains. So we're getting some good wind right now and a few good gusts, and that's keeping us moving. We're averaging 5.5 knots, sometimes 6 in the gust. But yeah, you're never going to sail this entire coast unless you're at least 10-12 miles offshore, because the wind effect coming over the top of these peaks, it extends out over the ocean for a long time. And it's a great coast to sail when you can, but usually we end up doing a combination of motor sailing. So we've just got the jib out right now. Don't really need more than that because the wind is, as you saw, aft of the beam and not quite downwind, but yeah, it's enough to keep us going, so I'm happy with that. Keeps it comfortable. We're not going to have any big waves on this coast, and we should be at Portsmouth in, yeah, roughly about 4 hours. We are just arriving in Portsmouth, and it looks beautiful. You can tell there's some damage on the mountains. You can see a lot of stripped trees on the mountainside over here. Can't tell what's going on in the city yet, but I just talked to my buddy Alexis on the radio. We cut out, so I'm still a bit far out, but I just wanted to let everybody know that I was coming in and let him know that we were coming in. So hopefully he's in the area. He's going to come out to meet us. But we are on our way, and maybe 1.5 miles from the anchorage, so we should be there really soon. Alexis! Alright, my buddy from Dominica. Long time. Yeah, man! How you doing? You good? It's time to get back to the wheel. Okay. Wow, it's busy. I don't think I've ever seen so many boats here. That's incredible. That's a good sign though. Look at this, that's a lot of sailboats. For this bay, that's a lot of sailboats. I haven't seen that many here in a long time. Okay, gonna fall back to you. So yeah, no guests on board this time, it's just Brenden and I. And
Alright, no problem.
we're here to see what we can do, man.
But there's a lot of things to cover to see.
Good to see you, Alexis.
Yes, good to see you, Rick, my friend.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, cheers.
You coming on board for a cold one?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Sarah, go on.
Okay, we good, Brenden?
Yeah.
All right, good, thank you.
Yes. That's my niece, eh?
I was gonna say daughter or girlfriend?
My niece, Sarah. Girlfriend.
Finish. And what do we got? Still 20 knots, 23 knots in the anchorage. Got some wind here, man.
Yeah. Well, the winds are dying down. There was more wind like earlier on.
Yeah.
There was much more wind. But when you see like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock,
Yeah.
the wind died down.
Okay.
Yes.
So welcome
Kara,
aboard, man.
Kara, this is Rick. This is my friend.
Nice to
For a
meet
long
you.
time.
Oh, sorry. Maybe lady like this.
And where's the parrot? Where's Mr.?
That's Tiki. She there.
Okay.
Hey, Tiki.
Hello, Tiki. Hello, Tiki.
Yeah, Tiki just had a good sail. Hey, pretty girl.
How are you? You fine?
So tell me, what's happened, man?
Yeah, I tell you, Rick.
Were you here when the
Yeah,
storm
I
went
was
through?
there. I was there. I stayed in my house because I designed my house for hurricane.
Not that one, though.
Yeah, my wood house, yes.
It held up?
Yeah, man, nothing happened to the house, Rick.
You're kidding.
Yeah,
Wow.
not even.
That's
not
good.
Even, not even the roof. Not even the zinc
Nothing.
that get up. Nothing happened to the house.
Wow.
And but I never thought that the wind would be that strong
Yeah.
because I mean we listened to the news and they said that it would be like a category 4, you know.
Yeah.
And first they say 3 and 4, and that's the last news I get.
Right.
And then I say okay because I know the house is strong enough. So I stayed in the house with my niece and a friend. So 3 of us in the house.
Wow.
So I sit on my bed. I sit on my bed in my room and they in their room, and then like my niece, she starts saying like I'm complaining, there is no hurricane and you know nothing gonna happen. So when the little wind start blowing, she start laughing and said that that's not a hurricane. That's what they call in a hurricane. I said, Shanael, be careful. You know, you don't see nothing yet.
Careful what you wish for.
Yes,
Coming.
yes. So when it was around 12 o'clock, I like feel like something coming.
At night or?
Yes, at night.
Midnight, yeah.
Midnight. I feel like something coming. At a certain time, Rick, I just hear like the wind coming for force, and with stones and flying objects and start hitting the house. Bow, 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 just sweeping everything, man.
Yeah.
And they stay from the room and jump in my room, man, because they were scared, frightened, you know, and
Nobody laughing anymore.
nobody laughing anymore. And Rick, I tell you, I was afraid myself because I said, hey, that's not a category 4, because I was in David in 79.
Yeah.
And I said that's on the category 4. That's over 5. And the wind is singing. You can hear things flying. You can hear like people crying, you know. But you can't go out because it's in the night. You can't see anything. Everything's shut down. No
Yeah, yeah.
electricity, nothing. And the wind's so strong, like the house is vibrating, like shaking, like an earthquake. And inside of the house, I have a flashlight. And I flash in the roof because my house is sealed.
Mm-hmm.
So I flash in the roof to see if water leaking, because if the zinc fly, water will always leak inside of the house.
Mm-hmm.
But there wasn't any water leaking inside of the house. So I said, okay. So I sit on the bed, man, and I tell you, wind and rain. And a certain time, the wind like died down a little, and you hear like something coming, like rumbling, like coming. And all I tell the kids, like, you know, just ready to run, you know, underneath the bed or in the closet, because I feel now the house gonna break. And I read when that pass, you know, the force of wind, it take mostly half of my uncle's house, and the other house next side me just go with the house. When I peep in the window, I see like the branch from the tree is like unsticking on the trees, man. I say, oh my God, everybody's gonna die.
On our way with Alexis, out on our first island tour in the north of Dominica, Portsmouth. And see how things are faring up in this end of the island today. So as you can see, we're just passing the local fish market. All the fishermen just came in with the fresh catch of the day. And we're just getting ready to head out.
So that's Portsmouth, that's the second town. And after the hurricane, you could not even walk, you know, on the street, because it was like covered with all the metal roof and like a lot of flying debris, you know, a lot of things. But here wasn't the worst, because we only get the wind. But some of the village, and especially the capital, they get both wind and the river. If you were there like 2 weeks after the hurricane, everything was brown. Everything was brown. Yes, yes. The trees had no leaves, Yep. And a lot of people, they live off the land, you know, they eat what they grow,
Yeah, so that's
natural. Yes, they eat a lot of natural food, Yes. So you can see some of the building, you can see the damage done by the hurricane. Some of the roofs still have the tap on them. Some of the people are still waiting for insurance. There was like a cafeteria, the platform where you see there, and that's a school right there. So that's where they used to cook for the kids and so forth. But it's completely vanished. Yes, just the floor. And some people, you know, the reason why they left because they had their small business, and they lost that, and they lost their homes, you know. They like there is nothing for them, nothing left for them. So
where did they go to?
Antigua and St. Lucia. Some of them go to Martinique, Guadeloupe, and elsewhere, Nevis. Yeah, especially family that have kids for school, because after the hurricane, like all the school, you know, people are using the school for shelter. The reason why you see this area well developed, because of the medical school, because people build and rent for the students. So mostly all the building you see around on the outskirts is an apartment for the student, It's a housing. Yeah. So but the school are closed now because after the hurricane all the students left,
Oh right.
Yes, so
they left when the hurricane was warned. They
Now after the hurricane.
After the hurricane.
Yes.
The building doesn't look too much damage.
Well, inside they get some building that suffer a lot, So they had to break it down, and then they're rebuilding new classroom now by inside. So now you get like a lot of different people from different islands. They come here and help with help with the electricity and the internet also, because all those things are destroyed, by the hurricane.
So you say it's inexpensive to rent on the island right now. What about living expense, cost of living? Like
cost of living is high now. It's very difficult for some people because of they lost their job, because a lot of people they used to work at Ross, the university, but because of the school closed, they're out of work, out of job. So how are you gonna feed your family, you know? So it's a problem. So they had to depend on friends, and if they have families overseas, you know, to send a little food supply for them, a little money. It's so amazing how fast the vegetation grow back. Eh? I tell you. Even the small plants you see, it was beat up by the hurricane, by the wind. So they were like brown, you know.
And now, if you want insurance now, can you still get it? All right? Will the insurance company still?
Yes. They're ready to take your money.
They're always willing to take
Yes.
money.
And after the hurricane, some of like the iguanas, they couldn't get leaves on the trees to eat. So they were all on the road, eh? And people were catching them and eat them. Yes. Because we have a lot of iguanas, eh?
How big then?
They get around like from the tail to the head like 3 feet, 3-4 feet. And people say it tastes like chicken, you know. But I never tried it, eh? Yeah.
Everything tastes like chicken.
Yes. So after the hurricane, when we start cleaning up, that's why they take all old zinc, all the metal roof and, you know, everything like people could not use in their house and so forth. All the old fridge, the washing machine, yep, and all the old cars.
And they just dump it here on
Yes,
the
they
side of
just
the road?
dump, nah, because there is a company that come in and pick that up. Yeah, I think by next year, they plan of coming and for recycling. Yeah. So the next day, when they visit their home or check everything, they see they have nothing in the house, nothing. Yes. So that happened when Erica, in 2015.
Yeah.
Yes. A lot of rain, so the river flooded and undermined the bridge, and it collapsed. Yeah.
So what do you mean you thought the rivers were gonna dry?
Yeah, because that's what we were concerned about, because, you know, the trees, you know, keep the river, you know, running, you know, because if you have no trees, you know what's gonna happen? The river gonna dry, eh?
Is that right?
Yep. That's why in Dominica we don't want people to cut the trees over the rivers, especially on the mountain, the rainforest.
Okay.
During Erica in 2015, the people that used to live in that house, the river passed inside of the house, but it didn't do much damage. So the lady ended up on top of the roof, and the house survived, and she survived as well. But Maria, it just the river just passed inside the house with sand and stones, and the wind take the roof, and so she had a lot of damage this time.
How you doing, man? I'm Rick.
Yeah, cool. I'm Jomo.
Jomo, nice to meet you, man.
Yeah.
I'm Chris. Hello.
Yes, Chris.
Guys building a new structure here.
Yeah.
All brand new.
Yes, a new house. I'm the Maria. I'm broke it down. Yeah, that was my house where I live.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and then Maria break it down.
It wasn't worth repairing.
Yeah,
So you took it
the
right
river come across there,
Yeah.
broke it down.
So you were in the
The
house
roof.
at the time?
Yeah, I make a little house at the back.
Yeah.
When Maria take, there was a neighbor out there shouting for help. So I left there, right? And I went there.
Yeah.
And as we went there, me and my 2 children and my girlfriend, we went there. When we went there, in 2 minutes, the roof come, and if she didn't run in the room, all of us would have been perished there. The roof come and just fall right there, as you see open. Yeah, the roof come out and come, yes, and just come and down where we was.
So you got everybody out before?
Yeah?
Everybody got out before it came down?
Yeah, everybody get out because of God make a miracle, because it's there we was pulling up. You understand? Ready roof come down, we was pulling up there.
And then where did you go to?
And then when the roof started to break, no, we wait in the room, and rain falling and the wind coming, and the wind want to the room door, the wind want to come inside. Well, me and she at the back of it, while I put the children and them under a bed.
Yeah.
And then I take the thing of you put in the clothes, a wardrobe, and I bring it because it's taking the rest of the thing, the ceiling, and it want to come and it want to doing it that. So I didn't want it to fall on us.
Right.
So I bring the wardrobe while we sit down. I pull the wardrobe for everything till it come down. It will, it will not damage us. It will fall on the wardrobe. You understand? In that room there.
Right in that room.
Yeah, right in that room there. Yeah.
over here.
Yeah, mine was over there, and we come there to help her because
Yours was already getting swept, or you
mine
just
wasn't
called-
yet swipe up. No.
But you just came over here because
Yes,
she was
we
screaming.
come there. Yeah, we come there to encourage her, and we check in public. That house is more guarantee because of it is bigger or whatever. So we check it. So we check in. We go there to secure her and to secure ourselves.
And now you're building this one, and it's going to be solid concrete.
Yes, I put in concrete roof that time.
So no insurance, you have to rebuild on
Yeah,
your own.
rebuild on my own pocket. Yeah, own pocket. Yeah.
So that's got to be expensive building a whole new house from
free
scratch.
houses. Free houses. I don't build the craft shop yet. Yeah, free houses.
So the river just started flowing off.
Yes, the river. Yeah. When the bridge blocked, with the big wood, big trees just come down. On the bridge blocked, there's no way the water can pass. The water coming that way, and you could go on a tourist boat and go down there. So, yeah, between there, yeah.
Not good.
But the river is, if you watch it now, it's split. You could have a look. Yeah. So they're trying to dredge it up and fix it up for us. Maya, you good?
So here's the normal river where it's supposed to be. But as the force increased, it actually changed the entire direction of the river and has rerouted it through here past this blockage. And now it's coming out down here. So it's actually changed the direction of the river. And this is all lumber. Jeez. It just got blocked up in front of the bridge. This is crazy, just a small river. Yeah, look at this. This is a mess.
So that's the little village of Dubla. Oi.
Yep.
What happening?
Cool. You right?
Yes.
Okay.
What happened to your house?
Me?
Damaged flat.
Yeah, on the hill.
On the hill. So you were inside of the house?
No, I was there. I was down here.
You were down here? In that house?
Down on the roof.
Okay. So when you went back home, you met your house just
Flat.
flat. So have you rebuilt? No, not yet.
Well,
You waiting?
yeah, what's in here?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome, my boy.
What happening?
I go
You
there.
there?
Yeah, man, I go.
Yeah. So we just doing a little video for what happened after Maria.
After Maria,
So your house get damaged
my house fall down flat, but on the hill.
on the hill.
Yeah.
So you rebuild already, no?
Not yet.
Not yet. You still waiting?
They say they have to do them roofs, people roof first, and then they will start the work.
But that taking long time, and looking in hurricane season, almost in hurricane season.
You're right.
So you have to stay in other shelter again.
Well, I in the thing, man, in the skill.
In the youth
Skill up there.
up there.
Yeah.
Okay. But you know nothing like home, eh? Nothing like home.
I know that, and home is better, you know. You
Of
could be
course.
by anybody, home is better.
Yes.
Anywhere you go, your home is still better than anywhere you go. You could go back to them, come back to the home.
So you didn't stay in the house during the hurricane?
No. I still by my brother.
Your brother.
But after his roof came out,
So what you do when
we go downstairs.
So you went downstairs? Okay. The big bolo! What happened in bolo? Let's go. So what happened to your house, Bolo?
Well, actually my roof got a little damage, and I'm just trying to repair it at the time. Yeah.
So you repaired it already?
Well, yes, for the time do a slight repairing until things get better. Yeah.
So during the hurricane, you go in your house?
No, actually I wasn't in Dominica, I was in Martinique. Yeah, but then when I came down, I saw some of the place damage.
So
Well,
you
not
lost
some of the place, whole of Dominica itself.
You lost anything in your house?
Well, actually, most of my things and them get damaged, like my fridge, most of my clothes, you know. Yeah. Some of my fishing gears.
What about your boat? Was that alright? Your boat?
Well, actually, my boat was way up. The other fishermen from the community,
Yeah.
well, they do most of the sheltering of the boat. You know? Yeah. But my engine get damaged because at the time when the boat was a little closer to the sea, the waves on them, the impact of the waves were hitting. Yeah. So I had to buy a new one. National Trail. We call the Mount Diablotin National Park, and the highest mountain is located right there. It's like 1,500 meters, It's like 4,747 feet, And that's where we have some of them, the wild pigs. We also have agouti, we have a possum, and our national bird also, which is the Cicero parrot, the one on the flag. So after the hurricane, you could see them very close, everywhere. They come close to the village because they could not get anything to eat on the trees, you know. So they were looking for things to eat,
What, it was September, was it?
Yes, the hurricane was in September, 18th of September. That's something I'll never forget, Yeah, never. And the trees you see over there with like the yellow flowers, it's the mango trees, Yeah. It's the Julie mango. So we still have some trees left,
What happened with the bananas?
These trees have grown in less than a year.
You know, banana, the tree is easy to fall, Yeah, easy, very easy to fall. So after the hurricane, there was no trees left. So people had to replant. And
these are all brand new.
yes, all is a brand new. And they grow very fast, Very fast.
Yeah, I was surprised we were in Russo and they were like, nope, no bananas.
Yes.
Yeah, I noticed in the shop down there.
Yeah. But we have some bananas, you know. Yeah, because
From the season,
because you see the banana, it has some area where the trees grow very fast because the soil is so rich, and yes, and they get a lot of rain, so we have some trees with bananas, you know, in some of them on the north, on the east, yeah. So some people start bringing banana to the market, yeah. And it's so amazing after 8 months, you know, you have bananas.
They are good.
Yeah.
So it's very nice, very good. Yeah. What the cat doing up here?
That's a good question, isn't it? It's like a little kitten, actually, not very old.
Puss. I wish I'd bring things there to give you.
Yeah.
Very skinny. Come.
One lonely coconut. Wow, not often you see just one.
So before the hurricane, you could get papaya there to eat, because there was a lot of papaya tree. So you could get ripe papaya, you could get guava, green coconut to drink. Yes. And he had more like vegetables, you know, more greenhouses.
Yeah.
And you could get avocado, because there was a big avocado tree behind there. And always have avocado. So you could just go underneath the trees and pick up and just cut and eat ripe ones. Yeah. It used to be very nice before, for the hurricane. And a lot of grapefruit trees around. Yeah. But now everything gone, Yeah. Yep. Also ripe bananas. You could get ripe bananas. So that's what he do for a living. So he come up here every day.
Yeah.
Surprised I didn't see him there this morning. I met him this morning. Puss, you get enough food. You'll survive for a few days. Shrimp and potato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shrimp and potatoes.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Right. Wow.
Point.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a pink grapefruit,
Yeah.
Right.
Well, not,
Yeah, it's good.
not far off.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
So because of the hurricane, it's not so juicy and sweet, eh?
It's quite
Yes.
sweet though. It's quite it's not sour. As
Very
grapefruit
nice.
go, it's quite sweet, isn't
Because
it?
if it's not for the hurricane, it would be like the tree would covered with
With it.
grapefruit, eh? And it'd be so sweet and juicy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yum. I don't even like grapefruit.
Oh, it's a little bird there.
So what's planted here?
Ginger.
Where's
And
one?
that's the plant right there.
Yeah.
What are these flowers here, Lexus?
These are wild rose.
Oh, well, really?
Wild rose. But they use that on some of the places to make like perfume. Yes, we used to use that rick and put it to soak in water for like a week. And after, it smells so nice. So you just pass that in your skin, man. Real perfume. Yeah, man. Smells so sweet.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Tell you.
Yeah, just like a
Wild
little
rose.
rose.
Yeah, aren't
Yep.
Very delicate.
they? Yeah.
Oh, what's the treehouse for?
So the passion fruit, the tree house. Captain Mac, he built the tree house. He wanted to live
Captain
there.
Mac is here.
Another sailor.
So that's the cinnamon tree, yeah? And the tree never died, eh? Never dies.
It's an old tree. How old
Yes.
do you think that is?
Oh. That tree maybe have around, I would say, almost 20 years old. Yep.
That treehouse didn't go through the hurricane, did it?
Yeah, yeah.
It survived?
Yep.
Wow.
So we used to take the cinnamon, like when it's green, and pass on our skin. And when we pass it to attract the girls.
Right.
So when we pass on the girls, they say, you smell so sweet, you smell like cinnamon.
Always gets the girls.
Yes, 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 because the ladies, they love cinnamon.
Okay.
Yes. So before 2015 and 2017, which is 2015 was Erica, it was just a little river. You had to just one step and you cross. And all on the side, it was like trees, like vegetation. So the river was passing in between, so you could just stay one side and jump over. But when Erica in 2015, because of the landslide and it's rain a lot, it brings down a lot of sand and stone and just cause the river to get larger, you know, and cover the bank all, of course. And when Maria in 2017, it come even worse, it get even worse. Okay, as you can see. So this thing was not there before. You could hardly see the river, certain area. You could just hear the little river running. But now for me, the rivers get more water. So you can see the force of the river. It passed all on top there and just dig and, you know, take whatever it could take and just bring down to the village.
Yeah.
Yes, and all those big stones, they come from up there. Yeah,
Shows how much.
and a lot of mudslide, man. Lots, yeah, I tell you. 20 inches of rain in 7 hours.
That rock was not there before.
Rick,
That's a lot of water.
Erica, it was 20 inches of rain in 7 hours.
Ouch.
And I said that when I see the rain, the mountain rain, I see the gates of the heaven are open.
Yeah.
Yes. But my boat, it was in the Indian River for shelter.
Oh, yeah.
So when I see the rain doesn't stop, so I said, man, so I tell some other guys, some fishermen, remove your boat because the river going to overflow.
Yeah.
They say, oh, no, this thing going to stop soon. I went and removed my boat and put my boat on dry land. And they leave their boat, and a lot of the fishermen, they lost their boat because all the line you see, when the river overflow, it come down with a force and it just start breaking out the line. Pow, 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 and boat just start going.
With big.
So you don't play with rivers. Yeah. No. But during the hurricane, the river divert and it pass and it dig up the bank over there and it undermine the tree. And the tree just fall.
So that is a big root structure.
Yes. And that's a very important tree because you call it the châtaignier. And normally, like when it has seeds on it, the parrots, the jackal,
Yeah.
It's a lot on that tree, feeding. So we get to see the birds on that tree, but not anymore.
One thing I always loved about Dominica, hiking in the rainforest, following the rivers into the mountains. It's just friggin' beautiful up here, just spectacular. As you can see, it's still raining, so I'm gonna have to put the camera away. Sorry. Okay, rain stopped for a few minutes. A little bit of a rocky path. And wow, it's amazing, so much stuff here. And then once in a while you just stumble across something like this and all the color just stops you. Look at this. That's amazing. Beautiful pink little flower just sitting here in the middle of the rainforest. All on its own. Nothing else of any kind of color like that in the whole area. That is very cool. Okay, back to the trail.
So that's my favorite waterfall in the rainforest called Milton Falls.
Okay.
But there was a gentleman called Mr. Milton and he had a farm.
Yeah, she's a beauty.
Yep.
Did it change much?
Yes, the pool
The pool changed?
covered with rocks and sand. But you can still swim because they got an area that's a little
Also,
deep.
a bunch of stuff being dumping
Of
down?
course. Oh, yeah, stones and trees. But only now it's clear because, you know, as the years go by, you know, days go by, the rainfall and, you know, it's and Mother Nature kind of take care of itself, you know.
Yeah.
So all the trees kind of go down the river and the leaves and, you know, and some of the sand. So it's like clearing up a little. Before we used to come up here and there used to have big crayfish,
Yeah.
the size of the Brazilian lobster. And some of them can hardly move because of the long pincher. So we just grab them with our hands. Yes. And you can have two and make a meal. And our mom used to make nice callaloo soup with that. With coconut milk and local seasoning. And like yams and, you know, dumplings and potato. Yeah, man. Yeah. But you see everything change now.
You say everything changed now. What's changed?
Well, you see, with climate change, the river not the same, and we lost a lot of crayfish, lost a lot of life in the river, you know. And before that, though, kids with computer and television, you know, internet, kids don't go and do like us before, you know, back in the early days.
No, that's
Yes,
right.
they have the cell phone, they stay home and eat
yeah.
fried chicken and pizza, and that's all they want to eat.
Yeah,
You know. But when I grew up as a little boy from school on a weekend, we get things from the forest for mom to cook. Yeah, make nice food.
So, are we going to see you again? Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, we're going
Are
to.
you coming to the restaurant?
Oh yeah,
Ah, right.
for sure.
I'll meet you there in the restaurant.
Okay. Oh, they got an intact dock. See what we get for local lunch on Portsmouth and Dominica? Yeah. Looks like it'll be good here.
Racers and, you know, sharpeners and so forth. Because what some of the school is Yes. So the forest teaches us a lesson. It says, hey, look, Dominican's life continue, you know? So never give up. Because when we look, we see the forest start growing back very nice and green. We listen to the forest and we don't give up.